It's Thursday morning. It's Sydney by the Sea Rotary Club at the beautiful Shoal Center. John, it's great to see you. We benefit
Likewise, John. Likewise.
in this YouTube experiment we're conducting. We benefit from John's wonderful experience. He runs a company called Harbor Digital Media, and is a maestro when it comes to social media. So it's going very well, John, and thank you for all your help. As usual, I'm happy to say this morning we've welcomed a really interesting guest speaker. Linda Dryden is chair of the board of Abbeyfield House, which she described as one of the best kept secrets in Sydney. I would say, following her presentation, it may be one of the best kept secrets in the world, and it shares so much in common with Rotary. It was the idea of one man.
Very much.
And Abbeyfield, which has a home in Sydney now that I think accommodates 9, but they're in dozens of countries around the world and in like a large number of cities. That said, Linda will speak for herself, but it was an amazing presentation, and of course it's right around the corner from where we're sitting in the Shoal Center. And we look forward to a closer relationship with Abbeyfield than we may have had in the past.
And we as well.
Great.
We
so
as well, John.
When did Abbeyfield start in Sydney?
Well, Abbeyfield started, and could you please pass me the moves? I'll just have it to probably hold up. Abbeyfield started in 1987. It was the first Abbeyfield in Canada. And we're very proud of that. So we've been around for 39 years, providing service to seniors, that is, providing small-scale housing. And these are independent seniors, generally low to modest means. And we're just looking forward to next year, which is going to be our 40th year. And we're going to have a really good party to celebrate that. So stand back, Sydney. It's going to be
exciting.
Well, as John knows from an earlier interview, it turns out Sydney Rotary Club, the evening club, will celebrate this year 80 years.
Really, that's wonderful.
So a couple of weeks ago, we heard about one big party. Now we're hearing about another. That's great.
Yeah, and Abbeyfield Canada just celebrated their 40th in 2025. And Abbeyfield England is just celebrating their 70th this year. So we've been a tried and true and proven housing model for a long time.
And John, to go back to Paul Harris and the founding of Rotary and the parallels, Abbeyfield started in the mind of a British war veteran in London who was appalled by the amount of damage and disruption that the war had caused. And from that individual's fertile mind and leadership skills and whatever, inspiration, it's a worldwide movement.
It's just astounding to me. It's almost a fairy tale. It's just amazing. One ordinary house on one ordinary street in London. The prime purpose is to alleviate loneliness with the seniors, gathering these few people together, and over time it just multiplied, became worldwide. It's over 10 countries in the world, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of houses around the world. Just really amazing. And England, of course, has the most.
Sure.
Of course. But it's so similar in, well, not in every way, certainly, but the community focus like Rotary has, the caring that Rotary has, and the breadth of the movement.
Yes.
And we're much smaller than Rotary, of course. You're amazingly large and so impressive with what you do.
Well, you may be smaller by some metrics, but the Abbeyfield movement, if I could call it that,
yes,
affects the lives of thousands of people in extremely direct way, 24 hours a day. That is nothing. There's nothing small about that.
Well, in the concept, no, there's nothing small about that. I agree, absolutely. We think it's very special, and we provide companionship when our residents want it, privacy when they need it, the security of community, and the affordability at nonprofit rates. So, and we've been doing that a long time.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to continue to do it.
That's actually a question I didn't ask during the meeting, Linda. You had the Abbeyfield has been doing this for a long time in a number of countries, in a lot of cities. Have you been able to have, one way or another, a policy impact or an impact on the policy around the area of seniors housing? And you mentioned, for example, that you do have a relationship, obviously, with BC Housing.
Yes.
I would like to think that the experience that Abbeyfield has globally, one way or another, can have an impact on housing policy where you and I are seated in Sydney, British Columbia.
Well, I think at the national level, there's a considerable focus on that, John. We would love to have an impact. Quite honestly, I don't think we haven't engaged to the extent we probably should have. Mm-hmm. And partly that is just the demands of a management board,
of course,
a volunteer management board. But that doesn't excuse it. I think we should be definitely getting more involved and doing more promoting of our model. And as a one piece of a mosaic of seniors housing.
Exactly.
We're just one piece, but we think an important piece.
Well, I have to ask because Elizabeth May is a member of our club.
Yes. Oh, is she?
And we interviewed Elizabeth last week, actually. It's now on our site. Have you been in touch with her office?
No, we have contacted them at one point, but I think it was a very busy time for them.
Okay, John, our YouTube channel for Rotary has just made another connection because you'll definitely have some time with Elizabeth May, and that'll be time well spent.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
As
She's
it will be
an impressive lady, very impressive.
Yes, we had a great interview with her.
And I actually would be remiss if I didn't mention that in its original days, it's a bottom-up organization, and the initiative and the fundraising that happened, huge amount of that happened as a result of a group at St. Andrew's Church locally.
Sure.
And they were huge in terms of getting it going. They didn't, how shall I word it? There's no direct relationship, yes, but there is a dotted line relationship. And we're very proud of that history. In fact, our official name is St. Andrew's Abbeyfield Housing Society. Our name it's a big mouthful, really. And so we are Abbeyfield Sidney. We aren't religious based, but we are proud of our heritage.
And so the nature of the partnership between the generous folks at St. Andrews and Abbeyfield was that your model gave them a way to create what they knew had to be created. Without the Abbeyfield model.
Yeah, look, I don't know who came up with
sure.
that at the church, but it was, they deserve huge kudos for having the initiative to get that going. And I just like to give that credit.
Oh, for sure.
And they still support us indirectly in many ways.
Terrific. And actually, it's another bit of convergence between Rotary and Abbeyfield. If you think about it, Rotary clubs around the world provide a vehicle for generous organizations and citizens through some of the programs that we have, through the international programs and whatnot, to make an impact on local communities and the world. Mm-hmm. Linda, it was a great pleasure to meet you this morning. And as we said in the meeting, any friend of Tim Maloney's is a friend of this club. You're welcome anytime. Well, congratulations on the work that you and the board and the staff do in Abbeyfield. I've been to the house. It's lovely. And we wish you well going in the future. And John, you'll know this, but Linda was careful to start with a few statistics. And so it turns out, unfortunately, Sydney is only number 2 in terms of average age in the province of British Columbia.
In Canada.
And, in Canada.
The second place for the
who's number 1?
Percentage.
Yeah. So now we got to get to number 1. That's the purpose of these interviews.
Oh, excellent. Well, this will
But
invigorate
that's
people
in
to live
urban
longer.
centers over 10,000. Urban centers over 10,000.
Well, these videos will invigorate folks to certainly perhaps live a tad bit longer. And so we will get to that #1 spot because of your vision, John Trelevin.
And actually, when we first moved here, we were told by a town planner that Sidney, in the world of town planning, is known as a NORC,
What does that mean?
naturally occurring retirement community. It has all the services. It is a town, not a big city.
Mhm.
It's flat.
It's
And it
perfect.
has, of course, healthcare and all that sort of thing.
Mhm.
Who knew that virtually around the corner from the Shoal Center, thanks to St. Andrew's Church and Abbeyfield, there was a little gem of a community within a community that's doing so much good for so many people.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And to you as well. I think Rotary is just a wonderful organization, and the things you do for community they're outstanding things.
Well, we'll look forward to staying in touch. That I'm sure.
I certainly hope so. Thank you.
Take care, both of you.
Thank you very much.